What is up guys, it is Lily and this is a PES video I just had to make. Why did I have to make this video? Well, never in my PES history online have I ever lost interest in a game mode, whether it's Master League Online or myClub, have I ever lost as much interest as I have in this. So why have I lost interest in this game mode already? This is meant to be the game mode which takes people away from FIFA Ultimate Team onto myClub. And what do you do if you play 10 matches? You have to renew contracts in this game. So even if you win 10 matches with my possibly strongest squad, this is what you get. You get 2,500 points a match, and from that, so the maximum you can get is 25,000 obviously, and with your online bonuses like your first win of the day and the login bonus, take that up to about 30,000 at max, yeah, because you can play 10 matches a day easily. So if I get you my strongest squad, which you're about to see right now, and it's not exactly the strongest squad in the game, but it's one of my strongest squads anyway, so that's 11 players right there. And if I win all 10 matches, I'll get the max I'll get with all the bonuses and daily login bonuses, all that sort of stuff. The max I'll get is 30,000. So the problem right there straight away is you can't even afford to renew your starting 11, whether you win all your matches or not. So first of all, you're going to be run straight into bankruptcy. I say bankruptcy, but you get what I mean. But you straight have to go into another resource where in FIFA you can always play with your strongest team. Whether it's my strongest team in FIFA right now is nowhere near as strong as the one I got in PES, but yeah, I can still play with that and not fear if I lose that I have to start farming or spending actual real life money into the game. Where Konami's thought is we gotta just encourage people to spend money in the game. That's what it feels like to me anyway. Either that or you do a lot of farming. And to be honest, another reason why a lot of people won't get from FIFA to Ultimate Team to myClub is because they hate the idea of farming. I know people that didn't even spin for the actual guaranteed legend because they said to me, Lally, what's the point, because I don't have enough to renew my contracts for the rest of the squad and I'm not going to farm. I'd rather just sit there and play FIFA, even though I know PES is the better game. So why would you play FIFA 16 if you knew PES 16 was the better game? Well, first of all, people don't even have time to sit there and farm all day. If they don't want to play FIFA, it doesn't mean they want to sit there and farm in PES. It means they might want to play another game. If I had the choice of being able to not farm and upload a lot more content on my channel of different games, then albeit I would be up for that all day long. Yes, I know it's a business for Konami where they have to make some money, but the money spending should only be potluck like it is in FIFA. You're not guaranteed success if you spend money. Yeah, in PES, it's not guaranteed success, but it's a hell of a boost when you spend a lot more money. So another thing which is driving people away from this game mode is the fact that everything in this game mode is so rigid. Whether it's the formations, whether it's the playing styles, you can find the perfect formation, but then you'll find a horrible playing style. And when you think you found one, you have to experiment with it. You have to build up the team spirit to see if it's the one that you actually like. If you don't, then you have to find another manager, and you can't even make a little tweak. Sometimes the max you can do is change position roles or drag the player up and down ever so slightly, which just for me isn't enough. The thing I used to love about Master League Online was the game mode itself was a very fun game mode to play. Never was there this farming process or anything where you thought, damn, I have to do this later to counter the new signings I've just made. No, you just played the game, you had fun, and yes, people got a bit abusive with the formations, but this is where people like me and Seppo could actually give you proper tactics which would counter them. Here we're so stuck, we're saying, oh, you pick this manager, you pick that manager, and yeah, it's such a grinding experience because we have to test these managers out. We have to see if they even fit our playing styles, how well it goes up against abusive players. It's just so much work in this game mode, whereas in Master League Online it was just you could do things on the fly. Even in the match you could change things up. If you felt like you were starting to play against an online spammer, you could just pause the game, quick time load up a formation which would just counteract that long ball spammer, and that's it. No frustration, not that, oh, I've just been screwed by the 100th spammer in the last 100 games. That is why I'm not enjoying this myClub game mode. It just all feels like way too much work. Can myClub survive without a transfer market? Of course it can. Can it become a behemoth of a game mode like Ultimate Team without a transfer market? Hell no. There is no way that a game that is so rigid in its formations, styles and everything like that, and then the fact that you can't even let players choose who they actually want to play with, that is just a massive turn off for a lot of people. The one thing people like about games is the fact that they have the choice to do what they want. myClub is the furthest thing away from having choices. So without a transfer market, without that simple choice of playing with who you want to play, this game will never become a behemoth, or this game mode will never become a behemoth like Ultimate Team. How can it survive comfortably without the transfer market? Well, what they need to do is what they're doing right now, and this is only for 1 week, but they need to do this all the time, and they are giving out 1.5 times GP for this whole week. Now, I get 6,500 for the first win, and then 4,000 or 4,500 for every win after that. So if we had them levels of GP, even if you lose, I get like 1,300. So even at them levels of GP, even if I don't win every match, at least my squad that I'm using is attainable, and even though I'm not playing my best, I can still sign a player every 10 matches. With the current system as it is now, I can win all my matches, just about, renew the current squad that I got, and then I have to farm if I want to sign any other players, or sometimes I have to farm just to attain the squad I got. If they can do it where we don't need to farm at all, even if it means we can only make one signing every 10 matches without having to farm, then so be it. But if the farming's there and people want to do that, that's great. They can do that to sign players, but do not make it essential for us to have to spend or farm for us to actually make any progression in this game. What you're seeing now is what I feel happens in 99% of PES myClub matches. You do not get a true reflection of what has actually happened on the pitch. So whether it's through long ball spamming, whether it's one goalkeeper's awesome, the other one's a bag of shit, whether the referee's not getting the decisions right, whether the team spirit's having too much of an impact, 99% of the time you do not get a true reflection at the end of the match of what's actually happened for the previous 90 minutes. I'm not going to complain this much because it actually worked out for me, but I don't like that feeling where I don't feel like it's a true reflection, and it just does not feel right. Now this is the last thing which I was actually going to move on to, which I feel is having too much of an impact in this game, which is, for me, I would say ruining it or taking away the PES experience that we get offline. I think the team spirit is too impacting on this game. Now I don't mean that if someone has 99 team spirit and someone else has 80, that the 99 shouldn't be playing better. What I mean is this game doesn't play the way it does offline when two teams are a team spirit of 99. The game just feels like a strip. It almost feels like a different game, and I feel it's more to do with the fact that the team spirit is having too much of an impact on what's actually happening on the pitch. I don't know why, but that's what I just feel. It just feels like it's holding the game back. So I'm not saying that team spirit should be gone, but it should definitely have a lot less of an impact than it does. When you play this game offline, it's a lot more fluid, and I'm not talking about the animations. I'm talking about the way defenders cover for each other, the way they make overlapping runs, the way people just cover each other and just attack space, the way the game just plays like a natural football game. But it's so far different online, it almost feels like an actual different game. Now before I end here, you guys who know me know I love PES. I'm a hardcore PES fan. So it's not that I'm a guy who's criticising it just for the sake of views or anything like that. No, I want a better PES future just as much as you guys do. That's why I'm sitting here making this video. And guys, I also want to know what you guys think of it, because like I said already, that I do want to send this video towards Konami, and obviously the more our voices are united, the chances are that they might actually respond to something. So guys, remember to leave your comments in the comment section, and I am bringing my myClub series back from Twitch onto YouTube very soon. So until then guys, peace.